Hey folks, welcome back to the garage. If you are new here, I am documenting the rebuild and restoration of my 1989 Foxbody Mustang from high school. I let it sit for way too long, parted it out, and now brought it back up here and working on it. Documentation is in excruciating detail, so feel free to skip around. In today's video, we've been working on getting this Coyote to first fire. We have it mostly wired up and plugged in, but there's a couple things I just wanted to mention. I have to get a 4-gauge connection from here directly to the battery. I do have a cutoff switch. Cutoff switch goes around this way and feeds basically all that stuff, but I am hooking this up directly to the battery, not through the switch, as well as the alternator will go directly to the battery. The reason for that is because A, I want the computer to maintain its memory. I also want the whole thing to shut off safely when I hit that switch. So the alternator is going to be charging the battery directly, no matter if it's spinning or not, but the ignition source, which is from here, will be connected to a 12-volt key on that goes through that switch. So when I hit that, it'll turn this off. It should kill ignition. Today, we're going to be testing out the fuel pump. This is the 12-volt trigger that goes back to the Aeromotive fuel pump that we installed. All right, so that is the 12-volt trigger that goes to this fuel pump relay. The fuel pump relay is connected to the fuel pump from here. Ground's out here. There's a circuit breaker here. Cool, so we want to test that out, but you can't run a fuel pump empty, so I bought some fresh 93 octane gas that I'm going to put in this fuel tank for the first time in 23 years. Also, if you're new, the fuel tank is completely new and everything as well. Just gonna check a couple connections underneath. I wanna make sure that when I put the fuel in, it doesn't come out. I want to make sure that it comes through here. I have this blocked off temporarily. It's gonna go right up to here. This is supposed to be set to 55 PSI, but we're not there yet. Also, I am going to move where I have this set up. I did watch a couple other folks' videos, and they don't go through here. So sometimes they will go directly through here. So if I drill a hole, I might be able to put the whole thing through here. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do it yet, but this is, look at this, see this? Consider this temporary. Everything is temporary until we're done. So basically we're getting to first fire, and then we're going to take some time over the winter to route things in the correct place and make sure everything is where it needs to be. So today I'm going to test the fuel pump with some fuel in it, make sure that there's no leaks, because if there are leaks, then that's a kind of a problem. We might hook up some other grounds and stuff for testing purposes. We're gonna also put some electric tape on these. The instructions also tell you to cut these, separate them individually so you don't accidentally short this out, because that could be a problem. Let's get started. I do want to make sure that I just have this side properly secured. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about this too, because that can chafe. Alright, I don't think this is going anywhere. This is quite a moment of truth here. Let's see. I don't want to put that much gas in there. And this is stabilized, but let's just leave it like that. Right, this is gas that I use in my weed whacker. Let's do, doesn't really matter which one we pick here. So now we have a temporary extra lead here. again, it's temporary. Here we go. I did not hear anything come out. Let's try this again. Okay, let's cap this off and regroup. I need more gas in the tank. All right, trying again. I'll put a little more gas in the tank. Maybe there's just not enough pressure. Needs more back pressure, maybe. What if we did this? Let's try this. A little pressure on it. Look for leaks around here, and I'll try to listen for any. Alright, 0 PSI. It can mean one of two things. There's just not enough fuel in the tank still. I'll try pouring in some more. Otherwise... Alright, let's try again. Shit. I heard that. What was that? Oh. We're getting fuel in here. Let's see. Yeah, we almost have 60 PSI. Look at that. Hell yeah. Now, I guess we gotta look for leaks. I don't see any. I guess that was it. I guess it just needed some more gas to get around the pickup. Cool. So there's like 3 gallons, maybe 4 gallons in there now. Very nice. I am gonna wrap something around this because I don't like this being up here like that. I'll figure something out there. Pretty stoked. I think we have enough fuel pressure. We have fuel pressure. That means we got fuel. We just need to have spark at this point. I think this thing's gonna fire right up. So let's tape these off because we're not gonna use these. We're using the, we're not using the PCM for the starter. So that's what this is for. We are gonna use this. This is the blunt cut for the cooling fan, but I don't wanna leave this exposed just in case it rubs against something. I'm gonna bundle these all together. So these are the CAN bus. I think these are CAN bus hookups. And then this is like a 12-volt switch. Not sure if we're gonna need that yet, but let's just block this all off. So this should be safe now. We can leave this off to the side. I'm just gonna run a cable from my battery directly here for testing purposes, right out the window. Put this too. I could put a temporary ground like right here. And I am kind of rushing today because I don't have a lot of time to spend on this, but I do want to have like some progress here. That's a quality ground. Jesus. Loud. Okay. Maybe I'll do like a stud right here. It really is a shame grinding up all this paint, but we do need a ground over here, I think. Now the one thing that they did mention is that you want exceptionally good grounds. The only thing that kind of bugs me about this is that this is a water channel and water can drip in here. But again, I'm not going to be really driving this thing in the rain much. Okay, I am going to paint this at some point, but for now, let's just do this. Alright, now we gotta do one more on the inside. The most important thing is to have good grounds. Now, this is not quite what we need here because this doesn't really pull down any further. Again, this might not be where we leave this. I could use this. This is welded to the body. It is used for holding the passenger side kick panel in place temporarily, just because it's like in the right spot. Like I said, also, I'm not sure if this is where I'm going to leave this wiring, because I don't want that box to be stuck over there. I think I'm going to drill a hole here and put another one of those grounding bricks, grounding studs in. Let's do that. Now, when I say excruciating detail, I do cut out quite a bit of like the hand wringing and stuff and complaining. I think this drill bit's had it. That should be a good ground. Now I just got to connect this to here with an extension. Now the good thing is, I think this is the last of the grounds that I need to do. The next video will be hooking up that last harness inside and turning this engine over under full power. Also, incidentally, that next video is going to be video 100. It's almost like we planned it. I don't need a very long piece here, but you know what? Let's give ourselves a little bit extra space. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll extend this like so. Again, this is temporary. Don't light me up too bad in the comments. Or do, it's up to you. I'm a grown adult, I can take it. Alright, so that should be grounded. Alright, so this is, like I said, this is temporary while we get this thing ready for first start. This might actually get cut down a little bit at some point. Cool, so we have this grounded out here, which gives us this ground. And then really all we have to do is hook up this 12 volts here, and then 12 volt to this, and then this goes to our fuel pump, and that's going to be the next video. And then we just hit this key and this thing fires up. Oh, there's one last thing I want to do today. So this is for a supercharger intercooler pump. I don't have this. The instructions are very clear that if you do not have this and you're not going to use it, you should cut this back. Okay, just get rid of this cheap ass loom that's around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the red here. I'm going to take this off. Okay, so let's just take this back first to here, and then this we will completely tape off. Now, why am I doing it like this? Just in case I need to use this wiring at some point in the future. But this way we know it's completely separated here. Now you could theoretically just bring this all the way back to the thing and cut it off, but I'm not going to do that. This is probably overkill, but it keeps them from shorting out, so I'm okay with it. Alright, that's not shorting out now. Let's just check for leaks one more time, because I'm a terrible person. Fucks up constantly. Looks like we're right at about 59 psi. We would just have to check this with the vacuum. So I have to hook up the vacuum hoses too. To start this is going to need a vacuum hose. Okay. Yeah. So you put the vacuum register in here. We'll hook it up to there, I guess. But to adjust this, you can back this off and then tighten this up or loosen it as necessary. Hell yeah. All right, that's gonna wrap this one up. Turned out we just didn't have enough gas in the gas tank, but fuel pump seems to be working. Seems to be getting good fuel pressure. What you're seeing there where it's getting cut off at 59 PSI, the rest of it gets dumped right back into the tank. So just like a loop that just keeps going. Next video, we will hook that up to the computer and we'll let the computer handle it as well as the ignition. And then this thing should fire off in the next video. If you like this video, drop me a like. If you haven't yet, subscribe, because you're not gonna wanna miss the next episode. Thanks for watching, always build responsibly, and I will see you next time. Let us get creative. Oof, that's loud. Cool. So, what are we doing today? Today, ow! Today, oh, that was loud. Oh, that was bad. Wow, that was dumb. Hang on. All right, why am I so nervous about this? I have crossed my T's and dotted my I's. Whew. Why do I got rattle hands? Why did I leave this? Okay. Ow, what the f***? Ugh. It's the jungle gym getting through here. All right, 3, 2, 1, bring the thunder.